Okay, these are all my general sharpeners and knives. Of course, you'll recognize all the old school. When we were in grade school, everybody remembers that one on the wall, but that one's a little fancier. I'll show you in a second. So all of these things are used to make a tip on your graphite, of course, and I use a variety of different things. I used to spend hours just cutting the casings off with the good old X-Acto, and I actually sharpened that one up because I didn't like the point on it. So I took a sharpening stone to it and sharpened it even more. They've got scalpels now that you can actually, in a good drafting store, they'll sell you the scalpels and stuff for that. So there's that one. I hardly use it anymore. This is just the idea of a little teeny tiny knife that you can carry with you. Obviously, I haven't even opened it because I don't like to sharpen on scene and push it and, you know, sharpen up your point. Basically, just to take the casing off, so you can go to the next point, haha, to the next step and make a point. These are also, this is generally, typically what your art school wants you to get, a sharpener with a case around it so that it doesn't spill the shavings and other debris. So you can see this one's caught in there. This is probably the world's cheapest. Probably won that at Chuck E. Cheese or something. You know, that's how cheap that one is. And then you can get some of these. And what I'm looking for when I buy one is, first of all, let me get this open. Well, yes, it has to have a case that's going to close, because, man, you don't want to carry this stuff around in your gear and come out all black for absolutely no reason. So you got to seal it up somehow. If you look down in here, see, this is actually plastic. This is plastic. Now they sell these, and I've got a couple around here somewhere, but you'll see them everywhere. They're metal, and they look more like this as far as the metal goes. Well, that's not true at all, because these are all plastic. So, getting back to this metal one. Which metal one? There's not a metal one here. I gave it away. I gave it away because I didn't like the way it was working. It was supposed to work like this, and it was a 2-hole, just like this one. One large and one small hole, so that it can accommodate not just both sizes of your pencils, but it'll give you a different tip. So as I bust off the casing, let me see if I can show you with a pencil that I've got around here. As I bust off the casing, let's just say, for instance, if I wanted to sharpen just this basic Dixie number 2, I would start up here and take just the casing off, right? Well, haven't even touched the lead yet. So again, just the casing. And unfortunately, I looked for hours and hours and hours one evening online to try to find a pencil sharpener that was worth a poo. And I came across this one and a bunch of others. I was extremely excited about just getting an opportunity to try out each one. And I don't know where the heck I got this one. It's online. It's obviously made in Japan or China. I don't know if you can read that or not, but it's kind of like, I don't know what that says. It's something Asian. If you can read it, good luck. Text me or put a comment there, because like I said, I ordered like 4 of these in one night, 4 different pencil sharpeners in one night, just to see what I could get, and that was the coolest one. So I love this one. This is the one I'm going to carry everywhere I go. And then you have pointers, and just a regular sandpaper, right? And you take that and you as you need a point, if you're not drawing and making your point as you draw, by manipulating the position of the lead, you can keep your pencil mostly sharp all the time. And different grades of sandpaper, and gosh, why would you need sandpaper that big? Well, even if you want to grind down like a stump or something, a blending stump or what have you, who knows, you might need it. But this was kind of neat. I thought a friend of mine gave me this, and it's an old school pointer. Like in here, there's a strip of this sandpaper, very, 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 very fine sandpaper, and you can keep this sucker on your desk, and as it gets dull, you just give it a little twirl, and it sharpens it up. Let's see, sharpen it up a little bit. So at any rate, this I love, which brought me to these guys. Now there's one of these in the store that's a pocket held, and it's, you know, it's about this size. I'm planning on getting one of those because, man, does that look good. That looks awesome as far as a pencil sharpener goes. And it's just a little one. It's got two different holes, two different sizes. I'll show you later when I get it. And it's just about this size, and you really get a tip on it every time. And let me show you the difference between the old school tips and what I'm doing now. So this is the old school pencil sharpener, of course. And if you have one of these, you got to get one with the self-retracting ear pressure thing. I'm going to stick this in here, and I've already sharpened it with my manual sharpener, but I'm going to show you what this does. So as I sharpen, bring it to a tip. Ding, ding, ding. A little tip like that, and it regulates the pressure that I'm putting on it, or whoever's putting on it, so that they can actually sharpen a pencil. You know, I need all the help I can get, so sharpen a pencil for me. Now this guy is my choice in the office, in the studio. If I get a chance, I sharpen each one with this guy, and I can change the length of the point of the lead by dialing it in. And up here I can change the size of the pencil. And granted, you can see the point that I put on there manually. Not too bad. Not too bad. Watch the point that I get out of this guy when I put it in here. I'm gonna just it's operated on pressure. And I hold it down here until it stops. All right, just a few seconds. And the point on this guy is just spectacular. Now, of course, you've got to be careful whenever you're drawing or shading or something like this, because you're going to bust that tip off. But then you come back to these guys and sharpen it up. And I like to use those instead of, I just feel like I'm wasting so much lead. If I can, I want to carve away the casing without using the machine, because it also carves away the lead, and then I can just keep a point on it. Now, I did see this little teeny tiny pointer in the store the other day, and it just looks like, gosh, I'll have to show it to you when I get it. It's just so little tiny, and it's like holding a button, and you just put the very tip in it and turn the tip, and it gives you a great little tip. So that's it. That's all my cutting stuff here as far as putting a tip on things. I can show you this, like if I'm carrying in my case or randomly in a backpack, I go ahead and I take all I did here was take a Post-it note, right? And over those tips, and then taped it on, and took my rubber band and wrapped it around there. It's broken now, but took my rubber band and wrapped it around there. And you can see that's been on there so long that rubber band's gone dry rotted. So even that long ago, it's been in my bag, and those guys are still pretty well tipped. So just wrap it up like that and put it in there. Anyhow, that's what I've got for my how to sharpen up your pencils. This is the gear I have to sharpen up my regular pencils, all my cutting stuff. So I hope that helped. Thanks. Bye.